Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hare Krishna. We'll continue our discussion on this topic. So here we are seeing Prabhupada has some very valuable points to share. We'll try to. Yesterday could not share this. I didn't share the screen. So we'll just do small revision. So basically, what Prabhupada is trying to do all the time is seeing what are the obstacles that are holding us from going closer to Krishna, and what helps us to develop that faith. So when the doubts are cleared, we develop faith. So basically, that is the most important thing the Guru does. He helps us to develop more and more faith on Krishna. And what are the major challenges we get? One is our anarthas, another is doubts, especially doubts when we come when things don't go our way. We say after coming to bhakti also, why I am getting problems. So that is the greatest doubt we have. And after working so hard also, why anarthas are not going. We have another doubt. Why the process don't work. And we are struggling so much why Krishna is not helping. So these are our doubts. And then there are other doubts because materialistic people are living exactly different life. And Acharya Guru has to teach us that it won't work in that way. So we'll just revise few shlokas so that it will help us come uh, closer to developing our faith to Krishna. So here, this is very important. What King Prachini or Narada is doing to King Prachini Parshat is removing his faith on karma. So this is also our problem. So we'll just take this. So cover. So we have discussed these three sections. I will just revise for you. What are the three things? First thing we all know. I will write it here. First thing is living entity getting a body. Second thing is how he's acting. So that is the most important thing. I'll write here only for you. So first is living entity. Explain. First section is explaining about the body part, and second section is explaining about how we act. So how we are acting, we have two choice, either Supreme Lord or three modes, and we are happily choosing the three modes. So that is the second section. And then third section is about our mind. So first section is getting body, and then this is the main section, and second section is action. So in action, first thing is choose choice between. So here very clearly told, living entity has choice between Supreme Lord and three modes. So we are happily choosing three modes, but after choosing we are not happy. And then next thing after, then everything is done by three modes only here. That we have to know. See, everything is done by Supreme Lord or everything is done by three modes. Even three modes are also guided by Supreme Lord only. Prakrite Kriyamanani Gunai Karmani Sarvasha. That also we should know. So whatever we are seeing, it's all Maya only. And uh, then the next in after that what happens is uh, he is comparing with the living entity are trying to contract different miserable conditions pertaining to providence, other living entities, and still they remain conditioned by laws of nature. So then he tells about desires. Yeah. Second section is three modes are controlling us. And why three modes? Because we are stuck up with desires. That is the second thing. So here covered by mode of ignorance in the material nature, living entity, sometime male, sometime female, eunuch and all. His acceptance of different types of body is brought by his activities under the influence of three modes. So this is the first section. And next is how the modes are holding us because we have desires. So this is the second section where Nardaman is telling, Array, you are because your desires are like that. So he says that living entity is exactly like a dog, overcoming with hunger, goes from door to door according to his destiny. He is sometimes punished and all. So he goes to up and down. Then, but the main reason is living entity is because he is having certain desires. Other living entities uh, and still they must remain conditioned by laws of nature despite all attempts. So this is even if a person has money, if he is in passion, he cannot enjoy. So this was our discussion yesterday. Only goodness can give happiness. Passion looks like happiness in the beginning, but what is the happiness in goodness passion is it's just excitation of dopamine. So that should be known. And then man carries burden. So the pleasure in passion is like this. He is putting burden from head to shoulders. This is the example directly Narada is giving. So if a person carries a burden on his head, he feels it too heavy. He sometimes give relief to his head by putting burden on his shoulders. In this way, try to. However, this process he devises to contract burden does nothing more than putting same burden from one place to another. So this is pleasure in passion. So what is this pleasure? I got relief from the pain from the head, but you got pain in the shoulders. Like I am getting so much money, but I am getting stressed because I'm working also so hard. So you get money also and you get stress also. So now pain of not having money is relieved, but you are adding up another pain which is called stress. So person will get so many comforts, uh, and he has so he can sit in nice comfortable chair and no he has air conditioner and all. Then what he has to do, what is the thing, he has to go for morning workouts. You have to go to gym and you have to work very hard. See, that means you are reducing the burden here, but you have to go to workouts. I see. So you are getting so much luxury in house. You can just sit in a comfortable sofa and all. But if you don't go for workout, what will happen? Person will get obesity and he will become sick. So he cannot just enjoy the comforts. He has to go for morning walk, morning jog, yoga, this, that. Why nowadays this is becoming more? Because he's enjoying comforts. Otherwise, this is not so much needed. If a person is every day going and bringing water from the well or from the river nearby and he's walking all the way to river to take bath and then and he is having no missions at home. You have to sweep the house, wash the clothes, wash the utensils. Then there is no comfort. It covers almost 70-80% of workout is done only. But no, you want comforts, you do workout. You want money, you take stress. So this is the second section. And I'm sorry, there was some problem in the signal. So there is uh, there is pleasure in there is flare of dopamine also, another thing. Now we may say, oh, we are getting movies, we are getting entertainment, uh, so it is flare of dopamine. So this is entertainment and other some what do you say uh, other types of enjoyment which are there. This is just a dopamine you are increasing. All this internet, so knowledge, even information from there, it's dopamine only. So that is also pleasure in passion. So there are two types. Like one you are giving comforts and other things. So you may think, oh, I am getting so much, but you are just changing. What is happening is previously we were not having anxiety with parking the car. If you have a car, you get comfort. But when the car comes, who is having car, they know parking and fuel, and then you have insurance, and then you have maintenance. So you have car, but you have all these things also. So one burden is reduced, and you get four more burdens like that. So what I do, I take my car for metro, and then they go by metro. And when I park in the metro, he will charge me. I have to pay for the parking, and I have to pay for the metro also. Like I was thinking that it was if I walk till it's 2 kilometers, if I walk till bus stand and I take bus. So I was thinking you can complete walking also. If you are parking, you are spending so much money, and we calculate, oh, for month this much I am spending, this much I am spending. So even if person has so much money also, still it has some, pricks, once you are paying something. So and uh, if he has excess money where it does not matter only for him, then what happens, he gets another type of stresses from the relatives, families. And I know some of the very rich people, what type of problems they get. And I was thinking, Arey, why they are fighting for such silly things? But it is not silly for them, it's so important. I want this type of house. They say, no, we'll have this type of house, and they fight. Interest. So, anyway, we should not make fun of others' pains, but I'm just telling that how uh, things become bad for people. Anyway, so here here action, yeah. So first description is about the body. Second is, so what is nine gates? That means this type of enjoyment we are doing. Without nine gates, there is no enjoyment. That is clear for all of us, right? Because this is what provides us different types of enjoyment. Any of this one gate is damaged, we cannot experience proper enjoyment. Second is, then the living entity, he gets a body, and living entity gets a choice. Choice to sue Supreme Lord or three modes. Even these three modes are also controlled. It is direct control, it is indirect control. That's all. It's all Supreme Lord only. And then this is because of desires. And here, these desires are holding us here. So this is what is the condition of all of us. We got a body, we got a choice, and based on our desires, we are choosing. So that's what how we are happily caught up in this material world. So, so the what question is, what is the difference between pleasure enjoyed in mode of passion and ignorance? Yeah, yeah. For a car, you need driver also for. Yeah, true. So now, and you have problems with driver also. He will not come. You have to pay him. Sometimes he'll skip so many things. Anyway, so now I'll just explain to you. This is very important. I told many times, but again we have to hear again and again so that we remember. Even I also forget after speaking. When I'm enjoying passion, you don't even consider that it is passion. You want to enjoy only. So pleasure in passion and pleasure in goodness. So we have to, this is very important. We should know the difference properly. So this comes when we agitate or flare dopamine. So this is what is pleasure in passion. So Lord has put this dopamine, this is the manifestation of mode of passion. So where we flare it, and I have taken one elaborate discussion on dopamine. What are the how dopamine is the source of pleasure, and how to hack dopamine. Why the hacking of dopamine is how it is connected to four regulative principles. Elaboratory we have discussed. The recordings are available. So that is how this is mode of passion. But goodness, na, it comes with calm of mind, calm mind. So this is the difference. I will explain to you. So now this is calmness of mind, but this is flaring of dopamine. So this is the major difference. So pleasure in goodness comes because of regulation. Actually, dopamine also helps for regulation. If you don't regulate yourself, then dopamine is going to affect you. But that is actually good. The purpose of dopamine is to give pleasure in goodness only. That's why it is given. But we are hacking the dopamine and trying to get pleasure, or we are trying to get pleasure on flaring dopamine. Like say, regulation is you are waking up every day at uh, waking up at say 4 a.m. every day, and you have done for say uh, continuously 6 months, and one fine day you got up at 7 a.m. Immediately you will feel some sort of unhappiness. By waking up 4 o'clock, after some time you may not get pleasure. But if you don't wake up, na, you get some unhappiness. So that is because of dopamine. Anyway, I'll tell pleasure in goodness. First thing is it is regulation. You are regulatedly doing something. Initially you don't like it, but slowly you'll start experiencing some pleasure being regulated. So every day we are chanting. So slowly you'll start developing some satisfaction. Actually, mode of goodness na, is very boring. That is for true. That's why you want to go to passion. So mode of goodness is because of regulation. Regulation, and it is living according to dharma or principles. And here it is calmness of mind. Actually, this is the result is these two things are very important. You just have to do what is right. So what happens if you live by dharma? Mind becomes calm. So now this is where the pleasure comes. When the mind is calm, this is pleasure in goodness. When mind is agitated, that is in passion. So this is a major difference you can take. So how does calm mind comes? When you follow dharma, when you follow regulations. So this is how the mind is calm. So there you experience some pleasure. So early morning we wake up and do something. Our mind is very calm that time. You feel very happy. You are in the by 6 o'clock you completed your chanting, and then you are reading for 1 hour. You feel some sort of happiness. That happiness is because of calmness of mind. You are understanding? Say you woke up at 3:30, from 4 to 6 you chanted, from 6 to 7 you read Bhagavatam, and then you attended Bhagavatam class. You feel some sort of happiness. Where did that happiness come? That is happiness is from calmness of mind. So this is actually allowed happiness. This happiness is allowed because you followed dharma. And when a person follows dharma, his mind is calm. He is allowed to experience higher happiness. So he go to heavenly planets also. So of course it is passion, but there is a lot of goodness also in that, because they are doing according to dharma, religious principles, and higher it is more and more goodness. So urdhvam gacchanti sattvastha is because they are doing according to calmness of mind. They are not enjoying very rajasic way and tamasic way. So this is the main difference we can see. And that's why we say, okay, do every day this activity properly on time, follow the rules and regulations. Nowadays people think, Arey, why to follow rules and regulations, we'll break it and enjoy. So you are enjoying in passion. So passion is you are agitating the mind. If you agitating mind, so this type of happiness is dangerous. So movies, shorts, internet shorts, and breaking rules. So, and cheating. Now, people will say, Arey, Prabhuji, this person is cheating and he's very happy. Everything is going good in his life. Arey, it is not possible only. Why? Because if he's cheating, his mind is agitated. Then his pleasure will be in passion, not in goodness. So that means he's not getting real pleasure only. It is, he will always be. What happens in pleasure is, Krishna tells, if you remember, Pariname Vishamiva. Initially, it looks like happiness, but the end result is pain. If we also experience, like, instead of Krishna conscious things, if we are just watching some news here there, and after watching for 1 2 hours, we feel some sort of unhappiness. Arey, why did I do this? So then you feel pain. Initially, you got pleasure, but pain is there in the end. It is true for everyone. They enjoy so much, then they end up with so many bad diseases. They enjoy so much, then they have some relationship problems. So, all these things because their mind is agitated. So, how can a person who is cheating, like Kamsa, and if you see Kamsa kept Devaki and Vasudev in the prison, he should be happy, na? His enemies are in the prison, but he's always fearful. That is the Hiranyakashipu. This is a classic example. When Hiranyakashipu was controlling 3 worlds, Hiranyakashipu was controlling 3 worlds, and his asked his son, "My dear son, now what did you learn in school?" No, he says that Tatsadu manye suravarya dehna sada samudvigna diya. Udvigna means tension. Uh, Samudvigna means highly tension. Sada means always. So Hiranyakashipu, after conquering 3 worlds, nobody is there for him to object for anything. He's always, except Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, everybody was under him. Still, he was in highly, always highly tensed. Why? Because the pleasure is in passion. Because he agitated his mind. He he did all cheating, breaking rules, and all this. All these he's always having some entertainment. He had live movies. He may not have some art. Is he a creation like this? He has everything live. So this is actually the uh, problem. So if we are enjoying in passion, we are agitating mind. Agitating mind is not pleasure. It is dopamine only. But real pleasure is in mode of goodness. That is when mind is calm. So we should know, even if people are cheating, we should feel compassion for them. We should not become envious. Arre, they are cheating and they are enjoying. It won't happen, not possible. Like many people, like one devotee was complaining, Arre, my in-laws did this, my daughter, sister-in-law did this, my brother-in-law did this, and I am seeing they are so much flourishing and we are in so much trouble. I said, how is it possible? If they really did something wrong, and no, then how can they be happy? Because their mind is damaged. So when I cheat, mind is damaged. So you cannot expect anything good happen to me. I should not cheat, especially we do something bad for others. That's why we should ask forgiveness. We should, why there is confession in Christianity? Basically for this only. So make the mind free from that agitation. Make again, remove that passion and offense in the mind. So that is the pleasure in mode of passion. And goodness is very calm. You follow dharma. I know you do your duty. Why Varnashram Dharma is there? Varnashrama is doing duty. That is to remain in goodness. Varnashrama makes a person in goodness. They'll not do any protests. There is no revolutions. People know I just have to follow my dharma. That's all. I need not fight for my rights. Just do your duty. So, Varnashrama is do duty. Don't fight for rights. So this is presently people are they are not understanding. Just by doing duty, this is pleasure in goodness. That's all. You don't need anything more than that. Yeah, this find is his passion. So this is the main difference. People are now fighting rights, rights. And just do what you are supposed to do. That's all. And Vedic system is like that only. Everybody was doing duty. There was no revolution in Vedic system only. That's what I was telling. Now, Karl Marx, when he studied all the civilizations, he found there was revolutions. When he studied Indian culture, he did not see any revolutions only. He was confused. All his theory, it didn't work only in India because people had a different what do you call different definition for happiness. They say just do duty, that's all. They did not go for lower pleasures only. That is considered to be very what do you say, very unintelligent, very cheap. This person, that they are condemned. Even normal society also say, what is this fellow doing? Instead of doing his duty, is doing sense gratification. Just do duty. He has to take care of their family, in-laws. And now people consider, if in-laws are not there, we are very fortunate. That is not fortunate situation. Why they consider, if I don't have in-laws at home, mother wife thinks that, oh, I am very fortunate, no in-laws are there, because she want to enjoy in passion. But if you are in goodness, in-laws is actually a responsibility, and then you enjoy in goodness. That is, you are going to get higher destination. And now if you enjoy in passion, Madhya Tishtanti Rajasa, you just situate in the earthly level only. But you served the in-laws very faithfully and very nicely, you took care of them. Urdhvam Gachanti Satvastha, you end up in heavenly planets. You are seeing the difference? So that is the main difference here. That people, they are thinking, oh, I should have independence. So this is another important thing in passion. I am telling all passion only. I am not telling goodness, but opposite is goodness. So people think that independence, freedom, and no, you have control. So these are pleasures. But previous ages, it was responsibility. It was responsibility, duty. So this is considered important. So here they don't want in-laws to serve. But here, no, it is my duty. I have to serve them. So service. So this is the state of mind which helps them to keep it calm and make progress to. So now this mentality is there. They go to heavenly planets, or if they are or if they become Krishna conscious, they go to spiritual world. These people, they just stay in the earthly level, earthly realm. You're understanding? So this is the main difference in the thought process also. If you see, the people in passion, they want independence, freedom, control. But person in goodness, they say this is the training the parents give. Oh, you work hard now, future you will enjoy. This is all passion training, training in passion. Why if the children are putting the parents in the old age home, who is responsible? Parents are responsible. Why parents are responsible? Because they are training, work hard, enjoy in future. But if they tell life is responsibility, so if they say work hard, enjoy in future, this is passion. And they say, oh, purpose of life is enjoyment. My old parents are the cause of I am not able, they are the obstacle for my enjoyment. Put them in old age home. But life is responsibility. If you teach them responsibility, this is goodness. Now, parents are not teaching only in goodness. They want their children to, they are seeing passion as success and they want their children also be in that direction. What you can expect that what they will do when they become, when the parents become old and when they grow up, they are going to do the same thing. So, this is the very wrong training that is getting, that they are given. So, anyway, we will continue. We didn't start our shloka only. So just, is it possible to reach? I will put dopamine. I will just send the. Any questions on this? Till now, what we discussed, pleasure in. Yes, Mataji. Because I can go for shloka, but I thought I'll clear this topic.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Sorry, Prabhuji. I understood, Prabhuji. But for example, Prabhuji, nowadays arranging a marriage, Prabhuji, for the daughter or son, how to see that, Prabhu, if it is in mode of passion or what is the difference in that, Prabhu? If we are in the mode of goodness, how they will do those things? If they are in the mode of passion, how they will arrange all those things, Prabhuji? Regarding marriage, I'm asking. What is the difference?
We have to. First thing is, we marriage Mataji, very important thing nowadays. I means I'm not big person to give comment, but I'll give some
Sorry,
my
no,
understanding.
but I just
I'll give
want
my
to
my
practicalize.
my humble opinion. I'll give.
Okay, bro.
Basically, marriage Mataji, when we call our guests and all, we want to get the blessings for our children so that they all bless that this family, this couple will follow dharma and live a very peaceful and prosperous life. So
Okay.
that is the reason we want all the relatives, friends, and elderly people to come to bless them, brahmanas and all. That was the system previously.
Yes,
So
Prabhuji.
if all of them they come, they wish well for them, and then the couple also will get their blessings. And even if there are some obstacles here and there, it will not affect them, and they can happily continue because so many people wish them, so their bad karma will reduce if anything is there, because
Okay.
it's a combination. But if you are doing a marriage in a pompous way, and I'll give an example, like one of my friend he was sharing that project, this person he did marriage for his daughter. She was he was in US, she came here, and he booked two function halls. And in one function hall he arranged all liquor and all these drinks, and he said 3,000 people came for drinking. I was thinking, you are calling alcoholic people for blessing your child. What type of people you are calling who will bless your child? It's such a foolishness. You are spending money, and what you are doing, you are feeding them wrong thing. That means you are increasing your bad karma and their bad karma. So
Mm.
instead of giving good things, you are putting non-veg and alcohol. You are increasing the bad karma of your children.
Mm.
And apart from that, now people who will bless you, these alcoholic people can bless your child. What blessings they will give?
Kind of blessing
And
that will
second
be.
thing is, you are making so pompous. People come, they become envious of the marriage. Instead of giving blessings, they become envious.
Yeah, yeah, yes,
So
Prabhuji.
what
Yeah.
is the point? You
Mm.
call such people, you make it in a way, it should be, they should not become envious of the facilities. They should feel some spiritual environment there. Now they have all these. I'm not against the rituals. They are very good rituals. All the Sangeet Mehendi and Haldi, this, that, they are very good. I saw recently on marriage, so I know all these things. I saw it is very good ritual. What is
Okay.
happening is they are making it in a passionate way. They are making
Mm.
people they are just becoming. Of course, here in this where I attended, they're all very close family members. It was very good blessings. But I
Okay.
understood it is not in all the
Nowadays, no,
cases.
Prabhuji, even the family members, they have good intentions, Prabhuji. We can't know now. We don't know how they, what is their intention inside, no, Prabhuji.
We
Generally,
have to keep it very simple, and we should. That's why we give gifts to all the family members also. They also feel happy and they bless.
return gift. Okay.
Why we want to give gifts so that they also feel okay. It's a celebration. We also got something. They also feel good.
Okay. Okay, bro. It's bribing. It's kind of bribing what you're saying.
Not
Okay.
bribing, Mataji. It's a sharing of our happiness.
Okay.
We say if we come, why we feed, why we. They also feel happy. Oh, it was family. It means you have to keep environment. It should not be passion. It should be goodness. That's why the mantras are there. The rituals are there. Rituals are actually goodness. But you
Okay.
are when the priest and all come, like no, interesting. No, what happens? People come for reception, but marriage nobody is there. Only few family members are there. The
Yes,
main
yes, that
function
is,
is the family marriage. That
yes,
is
bro.
all the rituals are there.
Only
People are
the
not
close
interested.
relatives will be there for the function. I mean, marriage, no, Prabhuji. Nowadays, it is
Huh?
like that. Only close relatives will be there for the marriage, Prabhuji. Only for reception, friends, other people will attend, no, Prabhuji. It's like that.
I mean, the main thing is marriage. Reception is a modern thing.
Only a day
Everybody
itself
is
they will
going.
conduct the reception, no, Prabhuji. Before
Uh,
marriage, they will do the reception. That is
yeah.
fashion nowadays. Yeah.
By 2 o'clock, by 9 o'clock, there was 8 to 10, 11. There was reception, and three
Okay.
o'clock marriage. Only
Okay.
few of us were sitting and doing kirtan. Everybody left. So that is the situation. So marriage. So who are staying for marriage, na, they are the people the most important. Then their blessings are needed. Some
Uh,
formality of reception you do, but
yeah.
the most important thing is the blessings we need from the people. So purpose should be understood when we are doing.
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji. Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna,
Right.
Prabhuji.
Any other earlier dopamine thing was discussed in which episode I will like to. I will share the link. I will post in the group. Any other questions on this topic? Pleasure in goodness and passion. If anybody has, otherwise I'll. Okay. If you are clear with passion and ignore. Okay, we have one. Yes, Mataji. You have a question, Mataji?
No, Prabhuji, just want to know about the dopamine thing, but you said you'll be sharing, no, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
I did not lower the
yes,
hand. Sorry. Thank you.
yeah. Srinivas Prasad.
Hare Krishna and Pram Prabhuji, thank you so much.
Then-
So deep description about this modes and dopamine. I just wanted to know that you said that in mode of goodness, there's a feeling and it's a very gradual, very sattvic kind of thing. So there's no dopamine uh, uh, when the happiness is in mode of goodness, or
I didn't understand the question, bro.
like you said that when we do things in mode of passion, there's a dopamine which gets released from the body.
Yeah,
So in
yeah.
mode of goodness, there's no dopamine which gets released.
No, 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 no. It is calmness of mind. That is the difference. Like early morning you are sitting and chanting, and then you feel some sort of calmness in mind, so
Mm,
there you get pleasure, you understand, no? So I
mm,
gave early morning example, so this we all have experience of it.
mm,
When you have morning, you wake up and you chanted your rounds, and then before sometime 3 to 5 you chanted and 2 hours you
mm,
read Bhagavatam. There
mm,
is no dopamine only in that. It is not agitating, it is calmness of mind is giving pleasure. You are
mm,
seeing the difference.
mm. Very true. And this dopamine, how matlab, does it affect the body also when it is released in mode of passion?
Means it depends on which type of pleasure we are experiencing. So there are different types of things that will give flare the dopamine. There is excitement that oh, you are going to get a new car, so
Mm,
there is dopamine flare.
mm,
You are going to today your Mataji is making good feast, then there is dopamine flare. You
Mm.
didn't even eat also. The thought itself is today I'm getting a feast.
Mm.
So there are some things which affects our mind, and then it may come in the body also, bodily functions. You may feel some sort of
And
things.
like sometimes when we are in association of devotees and we have kirtan, well, it's a wonderful experience when we are in association of devotees. At that time also, there's no dopamine. It's only that the mind is getting relaxed.
No, it can be in three levels. It can be dopamine also, it can be goodness also, it can be transcendental also.
Mm.
When you are in devotees, it's not that only you are, it can be, it should be transcendental
Mm.
based on what type of state of consciousness you are.
Mm.
If you are very grateful and very humble, the experience you get is transcendental.
Mm.
If we are a little proper, respectful and all, we may get in goodness. And kirtan, we just want to enjoy kirtan, then that is passion.
Mm.
So
And
if you
let's
are in
say,
a very service mood,
like
yeah.
during kirtan, devotees dance to the next level. They jump and so.
So that is in, sometimes it may be in passion also.
Mm.
So it's not completely transcendental.
So
And when you are
at that
singing,
point in
when you
time,
want to
dopamine
impress
is.
somebody to sing, it is in passion.
Mm.
When you are doing as a service for the Lord, then it is transcendental. So there is a difference in it.
I can understand and I can relate. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you so much, Roji.
Next. Vrindavan Gopal.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavad. So,
Then
Prabhuji, I have one question regarding to maybe I just wanted to know your thought on that. So, Vedic time also, people used to have different ways to experience happiness or having entertainment, like by Vedic way, they used to visit different dhams, they used to have kirtan, bhajan, or they used to have different plays, dramas, and all that. Right. And now in
yeah.
modern ways, modern time also people are having like these different movies and different things. It looks like more like a very kind of artificial things to the way Vedic time we used to have a different dramas and all that. That will be like a more where people used to have a personal touch with the like they used to see like personally expression and all that of actors and all that. And now in artificially in the modern ways, these movies and different like shots and all that, they are like it is kind of a tickling and artificially giving experience to the different human emotions to the people and it's look like it is making more people as artificial, and that's why people are getting more habitual and seek to experience that pleasure. Can you just put the light on that, ki how the Vedic ways, different ways of recreation, and how the modern ways of recreation, how they are affecting the human psychology, or like, can you put some light on that?
So what happened, Prue? There was some sattvic in the modern Vedic culture. Na? There was still some sattuguna. Now, na, it is Kali Yuga. It is so much of passion and ignorance. So even people, they were enjoying, even though it is considered a passion, the entertainment which they used to get on the dance, music, and culture and art. In the Vedic times also, it was passion. Like now, King Puranjana, sorry, Prachini Barhi, it is considered in passion only because he want to go to heavenly planets and enjoy. It is considered passion only, but it was having so much of goodness in it in terms of their actions and all. It was quite goodness. So even though they are enjoying, it is considered passion, heavenly planets also, but it was little better. It was not so tamasic. Now it is so tamasic, and then the personal touch is not there. People are it's a level of consciousness, bro. Like Duryodhana, you cannot say Duryodhana is in goodness, but still he had certain principles. When Arjuna came and asked to give the 5 arrows, he gave it. He knows I will be defeated if I give the arrows, but he was also having some principles. So there was some goodness there. It means their standard of living. Even Kamsa did not do abortion. So even they had some standard of living, even though they are very passionate and demoniac, they had some standard. So now the consciousness is too degraded. Means you cannot live like if a person is killing his own family members and all, people will consider what is this person. So the level of consciousness is very low for him. So now now it is like that. The consciousness of people is very very low. So we cannot even imagine what is Vedic culture, some of the aspects, how they are living and what they are doing that time. Because if you hear how is it possible, they had so much love for their family members. Now it is not possible only. It is not there and not possible also because our consciousness level is very less. And how the sati happened. If the husband is dying, wife is also dying. How is it possible? You cannot imagine. That was a different state of people. And if you don't keep your vow, then you have to give up your life. Who will do now? Nobody can do. Like so, we cannot even imagine only. But Vedic culture also, it was also passion. Even Traigunya Vishaya Veda, Nistraigunya Bhavajna. So all the Vedic culture, it is in three modes only. So that's why Vyasdeva was criticizing, Narada is criticizing Vyasdeva. Arey, you wrote all these things which are come holding people in these three modes, and passion is so much there. Why are you giving this? So passion is there very much. But only thing is, it was not so much like what we have now. It is too bad now. That's difference is there. So Vedic culture, people are now want Vedic culture. But what is the use of Vedic culture? It is also within three modes only. Siddhartha Thakur was telling the same thing to Prabhupada. This does not work. Just Krishna consciousness is the only thing that works for people now. You cannot give Vedic culture to protect people. To some extent, for people who are very gross, that is okay. But ultimately, the solution is Krishna consciousness, not Vedic culture.
Fine. Thank you, Guruji.
Gaurangi Gopi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanavad Pranam.
Dandavat.
Prabhu, I was just here seeing a video of Prashula Prabhupada that, I mean, it's a basic video that Prabhupada says that when we are chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, the mind, the mantra which frees the mind and makes it calm and peaceful. So, I just wanted to relate to what you were telling today. When the mind becomes peaceful, that means it's in which is it in goodness, or is it gone into the mode of I mean, it's is it in sattva, shuddha sattva? um, what does it actually mean that the mind becomes calm and peaceful?
So initially, we have to come to Sattva, and then it will become transcendental. So initial stage of chanting will only bring to goodness. We cannot immediately transcend. But it is the process is that is the only way. Slowly, we have to go from sattva to shuddha sattva. So initially, what happens is our passion and ignorance reduces. We become little sattva. So when Prabhupada is talking, he's talking about shuddha sattva, but it goes through sattva. First sattva, then shuddha sattva. Like
Prabhu, Shuddha Sattva means, is it a state of mind where you're always remembering Krishna and engaging in his service? I mean, when your consciousness is always remembering the Lord.
yes, we are conscious of Krishna. So that's where Shuddha Sattva comes, and that is not so easy. It's a very high level of state. Most of the people will be at goodness only. So for them to come to Shuddha Sattva,
So the
it's like spiritual platform only, like all the Goswamis and all.
so yeah, the pure devotees are in the mode of Shuddha Sattva, that they
Yeah,
whatever they see,
Mahabhagavata.
yeah, whatever they
Mahabhagavata.
see may be material for us, but they will be seeing it all spiritually in connection with the Supreme Lord.
Yes.
And Prabhu, I'm sorry, I Prabhupada also says that when we chant very nicely and all that, we can automatically see the pastimes of the Lord, And so, what does that mean, Prabhu?
Yeah, Nama Rupa Guna Leela. First, you have to see the form of the name. You have to get the realization that name is not different from Krishna. If you should get first this realization, then
Okay.
you go to the next realization, that Rupa. Then you start seeing the form of the Lord. Then you go to the next stage where you will see the qualities and then Leela of the Lord. So it is a gradual progress. It will happen. We have to hold on to the process.
Yeah, yeah, understand. But all these things happen with from your mind or from your conscious level.
Actually, consciousness is from the soul, and that comes to the mind and body. Your body is also conscious, your mind is also conscious, but the consciousness is coming from the soul only. So you should not get confused like that. Where is your body is conscious? Now, if somebody touches you, you know somebody is touching me. That means your body is conscious. That's why
Yes.
you are considered alive.
Yeah.
And the mind is also conscious. And
So,
from where this conscious energy is coming, it is coming from the soul. It's like that.
okay. So we can realize or understand this only through either of our body or through our mind.
Like you will understand with your presently with our mind only, but in higher stage also with the mind only. But when mind becomes calm, then you
Hmm.
can see the Supreme Lord, Paramatma in the heart. You can see. That's what yogis are doing. What they
Yeah.
do, they completely make the mind calm, so calm, it is unaffected by what is happening in external world. When completely mind is inside, then it completely calm, then you can see the Paramatma inside. Now what we are seeing, because our mind is only seeing external things because it is agitated, we see
Hmm.
external things so much. Like say if a small child is there, you make
Hmm.
some sound, na tick tick tick, the child is looking at the sound, he get distracted.
Hmm.
Small children cannot focus. That means he cannot understand things, he cannot focus properly because his mind is very distracted. But slowly, slowly, we make our mind calm and try to understand things and learn things of this world. And further, we increase our consciousness, our mind can become more calm, and we don't get affected by what is happening external. We see
Hmm.
only internal, and that state we can get connected to the Paramatma in the heart, like that. And
Okay.
then for
Hmm.
devotees, they can see the
Hmm.
Lord's Krishna's form in the heart, and then
Hmm.
they will see the Leelas also. Leela Smaran can also happen.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Very nice.
Because
Thank
they
you
are
for
not affected by external things like.
external things. Okay. So this is the way to actually subdue the mind and
Yeah,
be connected to Krishna.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
correct. So the difference between Sattva and Shuddha Sattva is Sattva Guna is all the higher planets, is Janaloka, Maharloka, Tapaloka, they are all in Sattva Guna, they are in goodness. Shuddha Sattva is where, but there is some tinge of passion and ignorance also in that higher planets also, little bit. Even Brahma is considered passion because he's creating. But of course, he's completely in a very high level of goodness. But still, there is some passion. That's why he is able to create. Otherwise, you cannot create only if there is no passion. And another symptom of passion is there is some tendency for result. I did this. I want something in return. So there is a result orientation. Brahma created. So he expect that things will be good for him. So that is the passion that is there in higher planets, very less, but still it is there. But in Shuddha Sattvam is zero passion, that is in the spiritual world, or somebody at that spiritual realm, Mahabhagavatas, they are in Shuddha Sattva. So that is the main difference. And Gunatita is they are unaffected by the gunas. They may be in the material realm, but they are unaffected by what is happening. Like Sukadeva Goswami is beyond gunas. So all the great personalities, they are beyond gunas, like Goswamis and all. They are beyond gunas. Like even Prabhupada also like that. So and what is there is a question that regarding responsibility, how to deal with young ones. We have to teach them responsibility, and we have to tell them this is the what is the purpose of life, to be responsible. And happiness comes in taking responsibility. That is happiness in goodness. When you are taking responsibility, you experience some happiness. Like when you are marriage happens, wife and husband, when children comes, they're taking care of children. Now, why I was thinking, why you need children? You have your money, you enjoy nicely. Why you need children? Because children is a responsibility, and when they're doing that responsibility, they experience a different level of happiness. It is not just I go to, mm, I have my money and I'll go to a restaurant and eat. No, when they take their children and when the mother is feeding the children and cooking for them and taking care of them, she experiences a different level of happiness, which is not there in her own eating. She cooks and she feeds children, and children eat everything. Still, mother is happy. Why? Because there is responsibility, there is love. So that is a different level of happiness. This we have to teach. We have to make them experience that happiness and responsibility. Like I know one Mataji, she takes her children to blind homes, juvenile homes, and all these places, and make them serve the children there, give some gifts and all. So then they immediately compare. Oh, I have mother and father. These people don't have mother and father. I have eyes. These children don't have eyes. So they feel grateful for what they got, and then they feel responsible for the gifts they are got. So I am responsible now. I am given so much. Now I'm responsible. I have to pay back to the society. I have to pay back to God. I have to pay back to my parents. So they feel responsible for it. So what training mother is giving now, that actually matters so much. So okay, Kalavati Mataji. I- So gunas is equal to Jivan Mukta stage beyond gunas. Yes, it is. Uh, we can say to some extent it is correct only. They may not. It's actually, yeah. Jivan Mukta is Gunatita also. There may be some differences here and there, but it's almost. I didn't think about it. Gunatita and Jivan Mukta. Uh, Possible. Hare Krishna. So we'll just read one verse so that we can put in the record. Otherwise, we'll not know what title to give to this lecture. So Narada continued, "O you are free from all sinful activities. No one can contract the effects of Ritu activities simply by manufacturing a different activity devoid of Krishna consciousness. All such activities due to our ignorance. When we have a troublesome dream, we cannot relieve it with a troublesome hallucination and can counteract a dream only by awakening. Similarly, our material existence is due to our ignorance and illusion. Unless we awaken to Krishna consciousness, we cannot be relieved of such dreams. From the ultimate solution to all problems, we must awaken to Krishna consciousness. A very nice uh, shloka. And then Prabhupada writing, there are two kinds of ritu activities. We can place the burden on the head or we can place it on the shoulder. Actually, keeping the burden in either place is same. The transferal, however, is taking place under the name of count action. In this connection, Prahlad Maharaj said, fools and rascals in this material world plan so gorgeously for bodily comforts without knowing that such arrangements, even if successful, are only Maya. People are working hard day and night for illusory happiness of the body. This is not a way to achieve happiness. One has to get out of this material entanglement and return home back to God. And this is real happiness. The Vedas therefore enjoy. Don't remain in the darkness of this material world. Go to the light of spiritual world. To counteract the distress of this material world, one has to take on another distress condition. Both situations are only illusory. There is no gain in taking on one trouble to counteract another trouble. The conclusion is that one cannot be perpetually happy as long as one exists in the material world. The only remedy is to get out of this material world altogether and return home back to Godhead. Thank you all very much. Uh, uh, please forgive if I have spoken something which hurt any of you. This is my humble opinion. So you may not take seriously some of the things. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.